On a market update. So, as expected, the Bank of Canada cut its key rate 50 basis points to 3.75 on October 23rd. This was after two previous cuts in the previous months, and with another cut yet expected here on December 11th. So, certainly lots of cuts by the Bank of Canada. The first couple cuts really didn't affect the market in any way, shape, or form. And it will be interesting to see what happens with this cut from October 23rd and certainly the anticipated one coming up in December. As far as October numbers themselves, first off, sales bumped up a little bit for the first time since the spring. So it had been a pretty dull last few months, certainly the summer and into September, but October the sales bumped up a little bit. Interestingly, the average sale prices for the most part actually fell a little bit, so nothing crazy, but certainly given the fact that sales were up, it was interesting that the average sale prices were down a bit. So we'll continue to watch that. The inventory, we actually saw that inventory fell for the first time in a bit. Not much, but certainly not necessarily unexpected, given the fact that I think a lot of people now are kind of waiting. You know, we're getting closer to Christmas and waiting for the new year and the spring market, when traditionally things start to take off, and I don't think this year will be any exception. Days on the market went down a little bit, and I think with some added sales in there, the days on the market, would decrease a little bit. We saw a little bit more multiple offers, which cuts on the days on the market, and certainly, when we look at the percentage of original list price, that was up just a hair over asking for the average, and so again, that kind of falls in line with a few less days on the market. So, certainly just even in the last week, whether it's that last Bank of Canada rate cut or what, I don't know, but it does feel a little bit different out there. Seeing a few more multiple offers, seeing even some preemptive offers coming here. So, yet to see what happens. I kind of expected that, things would still be relatively dead till the end of the year, and then the new year would take off. But who knows? We may have a little bump up here as we finish out the year, and we'll keep an eye on that. So certainly some of these new government incentives and rule changes will come into play as we get to the end of the year here. Again, for the most part, I think it's window dressing, but as most of those government announcements are, but we'll see what happens here. So I think that's about it for this month. I'm not going to dive into all the specifics of styles and things like that this month, but certainly if you have any questions on any of the other deeper stats, please reach out, let me know. If you have any questions on whatever you're thinking of selling or buying, by all means, I'm happy to answer any questions, or you want to know what your place is worth, just reach out and I'll be happy to help out that way. Again, as always, thanks for passing my name on. I've had a few people reach out just in the last week looking to do something, all again referrals from past clients and friends, and I really appreciate that, obviously. So thanks again, and I think that's about it, and we'll talk next month.